Welcome to our In Confidence series. Today, it's the turn of the consumer retail and health sectors. From the increase in national insurance contributions and the minimum wage to international trade tariffs, UK businesses are beset by challenges at home and abroad. Michael, thanks so much for joining us today. Now, consumer and health, well, they're big industries, aren't they? Just explain what we mean by those titles.
At EY, consumer and health is retail, consumer goods, the health sector, and pharma. For our clients, we realized that they were looking to the examples from other sectors. And so for us, it was providing our clients with the best opportunity to learn from each other.
Let's talk about the next 12 months in consumer and health, Michael, and talk about how businesses adjust for the constraints that are out there, reduce spending and higher costs.
I think overall, it will be a tough 12 months for retailers and for consumer goods companies. In EY, we speak to thousands of consumers just to get a sense of their sentiment for the environment. 80% have said that they are feeling the pressure of the financial environment, which means that they're starting to change. Cost of living crisis. They're thinking about inflation. They're thinking about what they buy. And now consumers are no longer concerned with the brand, and they're thinking about value. They're adopting private label goods that the retailers have been providing. So I think that the CPGs will be in a difficult position, but those who are able to make the pivot fastest, recognizing who their customer is and what will be most attractive to them, will be able to realize the benefits of this environment.
Let's talk about how businesses work with their employees to face some of these challenges.
Well, you would hope that businesses were thinking about a few things. One, upskilling their teams, ensuring that they have the right skills. But at the moment, a number of organizations are going through cost reduction exercises. And as a consequence, sometimes the human dimension of that cost reduction effort gets put to the side. The individuals who have been in an organization longest sometimes may be the most costly, but they are also your institutional knowledge, sometimes your competitive advantage. This is perhaps more acute within these four sectors. Healthcare, retail, and consumer goods are all people-oriented business. And when you think of it in that context, you really need to ensure that your workforce, the face of your organization and the face of the sector, is doing all that it can to deliver the best outcomes, either from a customer perspective or a patient perspective.
Let's talk about a consumer wellness industry. There's a big potential there, particularly when we think about the younger generations and what they're after these days, which seems to be a lot more wellness-based.
I was really excited about this subsegment of the sector just 3 months ago. Consumers were saying to us that they were willing to pay more for products that led to their wellness. They were willing to pay more for products that had a sustainability orientation. I question whether some of that's going to change. If you think about the transition of brand loyalty to value-based buying, people's economic value, their pound, is not going nearly as far as it once did. And if you have to make a choice, is the sustainability or the wellness dimension as important as it would have been just, say, 6 months ago?
We've talked about some of the challenges, haven't we, Michael? But what areas are you particularly optimistic about when it comes to the next 12 to 24 months?
Well, I'm always optimistic. There are probably three things that I would say. One, organization should be thinking about non-core assets or capabilities that are now realizing lower valuations in this environment. Take in what you can, especially if you have the cash to do so. Second, the cost of AI adoption is going to continue to go down. Third, I think this is one of the environments where keeping your best talent will become slightly easier. People will be a little less comfortable making big changes. So across those three, I think organizations have many things that they can do to strengthen themselves. So there's reason to be optimistic.
Michael Thompson, super interesting. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.